So the first part of the walk starts off on a really gorgeous woodland track, which looks particularly lovely today in the sunshine. And it's absolutely perfect if you've got a dog with you because it's safe. Dogs can run around quite freely. There's no livestock, no traffic. It's just perfect. It's just so peaceful here. And sometimes I just like to stop and listen. Just listen to the birds. Leaves falling, it's autumn, I think. And it's surprising when you zone out and just concentrate on what you can hear, how many different sounds you do hear. If you get a little bit pooped on the way round, there's lots of carved out seats like this one that always have a beautiful view. So yeah, so you take a seat and just take it all in. Oh, it's so pretty. So you come out of that stretch of woods onto a more open track, and very soon we should see Beningbrough Hall in the distance. So this is all kind of grazing land, but you can see it's just, there's only so many ways I can say it, but it really is lovely. And Nacho loves it, of course. So along the walk, you'll come across these kind of picture frames, these natural picture frames, and I think they're meant as a place to take a photograph because you can just see Beningbrough Hall there in the distance. I'm not very good at this. There. But I think most people get behind the frame and have a photo of themselves. But yeah, it's cute. It's a lovely idea, isn't it? So let's carry on. Here we go. Nacho's impatient to keep going. Been really lucky with the weather. Couldn't be more beautiful, could it? It's the 21st of November. And yesterday it was bitingly cold and we had some snow. And because of the sunshine today, yeah, it feels significantly warmer. So I've definitely been lucky with this beautiful sunshine today. But yeah, look, still gorgeous. Oh, and that blue sky. Lovely little picnic area here with one of those dugout benches again. Obviously the sunshine doesn't get here quite so easily, so you can see that quite a lot of compacted snow here. I think Nacho, he just absolutely loves it. Spends most of his time trying to eat it. Is that most dogs, do you think? A little bit closer now to Beningbrough Hall. Oh, here's a challenge. Some of these gates can be quite stiff, can't they? Here we go. So you come through that gate and then we hang a left and you follow the little blue marker, another little woodland track and yet another little carved out bench. So we're just approaching another one of those little vantage points and giving a different view of Beningbrough Hall. Don't know if you can just see. I need to get a proper camera, don't I? So bear with me with my filming skills. So yes. I'm back on our little woodland track. Looks so pretty, doesn't it? With the sun shining through the trees and the branches. And is there anything better than walking through leaves? I used to love building massive piles of them when I was younger and jumping in. And I used to do that with the children. Just have to be careful, don't you, that there isn't a little surprise from a dog in there. So as we come out of the little woodland track, there is one little tiny road to cross, but hardly ever any traffic. It's a push, not a pull. And then straight across and through this little gate, which is a very cute gate, and back into a woodland track following the yellow arrows. So essentially this is a circular walk and super easy to follow. And some beautiful trees. Another little resting place. So we follow the track round and we'll come to another gate. Still can't believe this gorgeous weather. It's beautiful. It is surprising actually how when I'm not in the sunshine how much colder it is. So here we go. So we're going to pass through this gate and you can see that this is all part of the National Trust land for Beningbrough Hall. Here we go. So there's lots of little initiatives along the way for insects and small animals. So this is a great walk because it's relatively flat. So I think it's achievable for most people that are able to walk. Nordic walking poles are great because they give you that little bit more stability, especially if it's slippy and slidey, because it's kind of like having 4 legs instead of 2. So highly recommended if you have the opportunity to walk with poles. Definitely feels cooler on this part of the walk. Not as much sunshine, but still beautiful. So we're just coming out of that little wooded section and yet another gate. How exciting is this? Is this video? Nacho's lucky he can just sprint under it. But yeah, so back onto this track and we should have the river alongside us very soon. So this walk is perfect. You get a little bit of everything. And what I haven't mentioned is there's a lovely pub, a very lovely pub at the end that does gorgeous food and coffees and drinks if you want drinks. So yeah, lovely Sunday lunch too. But I'll show you that later. coming. You should be able to see the river just peeking through on the left. I don't know how it's picking up for you. Yeah, you'll get a better view in a minute. You can really see the little river, which is very calm today. I often see fishermen on the riverbank. I think they spend the whole day here. That must be so relaxing. So you can see beautiful Beningbrough Hall there on the right. It's a lovely National Trust building. So in the warmer weather, this is a lovely place to pack a picnic, although I also love to do that in the colder weather. Right, we're going down. This is the only tricky part, I would say, of the walk, because it's quite slippy, and we come up the other side. Ooh, nearly went. Oh! I definitely nearly went there. Here we go, I'm up. It's really quite muddy here. So the Nordic poles are very useful, but I can't really use them while I'm trying to film this for you. So I'm slipping and sliding a bit, but it's all good. So at the end of that little run of track, we come out into this open space, and there's a lovely kind of weir and a little beach area, but the river's quite high at the moment because we've had a lot of rain. Nacho actually learnt to swim here, which was absolutely adorable. He's loving life. We should all be more dogs, shouldn't we? Live in the moment and just enjoy. So then we get back on our track. Would you believe my phone is about to die? So I'll tell you about the rest of the walk, just in case I don't have enough battery. But essentially we're about 3/4 of the way round now, and we keep on this track with the river to our left into open pasture again, and we're back where we started. I do have to keep my eyes peeled because towards the end of this track there are sometimes cows grazing, and they can get up onto the track. So just be aware of that if you do come along with a dog, because you might need to put your dog on lead. So yes, fingers crossed. We managed to keep filming before my battery runs out. So we come out of the kind of woody track, and then we come into this kind of open area. Now to walk to the pub, you can keep on this track and follow it round. I don't know if you can see, round there, and it's quite a nice walk actually. A little bit odd because you're kind of walking at the bottom of people's private gardens, which feels like you're trespassing, but it's a public right of way, and you end up then arriving at the garden of the pub, walk through the garden and you're there. But because it is quite muddy and claggy today, I'm going to take this route. So heading towards the church and back to where we started. Nacho's heading for the snow. As I said earlier, he just loves eating it. I don't let him have too much though, just a little bit. So that's the end of the walk. I hope I've given you an idea as to what a lovely walk it is. I can't do it justice. You know what it's like. You have to be here really to see it for yourself. But heading to the pub now for something to eat. And yeah, I'll let you know a little bit about the pub as well. And I'll put all the details about how to get here, where to park, etc. in the description of the video. And do let me know if you decide to come on this walk, because, and if you enjoy it, I'd love to hear. So yeah, I'll see you again.